Thank you for choosing the SNL Fan Podcast. I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And in this edition, we'll be reviewing the Melissa McCarthy episode of Saturday Night Live with musical guest Phoenix. I know it's Saturday again now, and the Vince Vaughn episode is coming on later on tonight. And I apologize for the delay. But hey, it's just how we do things. But before I get into the review, I just want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Mono Baggens. Mono Baggens has a hot single out by the name of On Fire. It's gotten over, the music video itself has gotten over 400,000 hits. The people are definitely feeling it. It's also going to be played on MTV on the Sucker Free show, for MTV Latin, and it's definitely it's a banger. Definitely check it out. I'm gonna put the link in the information box below. Again, his name is Mono Baggens. I also put the link to his site there too, so definitely check him out. He's a hot indie artist, and he's getting got a lot of love and attention right now. There's even a campaign online to get him to be the musical guest next season, which they're trying to see if that'll work. So I'll put that link down there as well, and like the page if you like the music and would like to eventually see if we can get him on SNL. Just like Betty White, just like Twitter did for Bruno Mars and Jeremy Renner and Louis C.K. So, all right, but let me get into the review. Enough about that. I definitely enjoyed Melissa McCarthy's first time she hosted. And Melissa McCarthy, oh man, like she is definitely very talented, very funny. That show that she has, the name escapes me, the sitcom. I've seen it a few times, and it seemed like she was the funny one on there. Like she was more like kind of the straight character. But I'm really liking the trailers for her movies. I haven't seen them yet, other than of course Bridesmaids, but that's more like a Kristen Wiig movie. This movie, The Heat, looks like it's going to be good too. I think everybody that gets some kind of comedy movie deal, it's like they have to do a cop movie. Like it's like, hey, you got to do a cop movie now. Like that's what I think this is a cop movie. I only seen the trailer once. It might be about something else. How movie trailers are now. But yeah, just talking about the review itself about this episode, I said the SNL this season was on a hot streak as far as cold openings, but this one was I wasn't really feeling it. It definitely was something that had to happen, because of the Kim Jong Un thing, and him wanting to point missiles over here and things like that. And Dennis Rodman, I guess his forthcoming reality show that he's doing where he travels the world and meet with world leaders, I think, or something, whatever his reality show is going to be. But yeah, Dennis Rodman, oh my God, oh my God. Dennis Rodman said, I think he said, live in New York Saturday nights. Is that what he said? Live in New York Saturday nights. Look, bruh. I don't know if you're trying to do your own thing or something. That's not how you say it. I did not like that. That made my fist ball up that he could not say live from New York. It's Saturday night, man. And there's people that lined up this crossing. There's cast members that haven't even gotten a chance to say that yet, and you going ahead and mess this up. I was thinking, man, maybe Dennis Rodman would be a good host, because he is kind of a over the top, flamboyant kind of character. I was thinking maybe it might look good, that to have him host. He might actually be very entertaining. But since he can't even say that, I don't think I want him to do it anymore. I'm goodbye. I'm turned off. Moving right along, Melissa McCarthy's monologue. One of the best monologues this season, hands down. Melissa McCarthy, she comes out, and doing this little physical comedy thing, kind of, trying to get a Charlie Chaplin on, and how she's trying to walk on the heels, she's sliding and slipping. Melissa McCarthy is definitely good at that. Her timing with it, her facial expressions, how she does it. Oh my God, Melissa McCarthy is a great physical comedian and a great, comedic actress. I mean, she just, oh my God, I was very impressed. And I like Taron Killam's part in this too, because I like it when SNL picks at itself. Like, like when it knows to do that sometimes. Like that time Justin Timberlake was on Weekend Update as a Weekend Update did some commentary, and he said, "Sorry, I had to back out on hosting, but I had enough time to come in and do this little piece." And he started talking about all the things that was going to happen, like Keenan's going to be in a dress, Jimmy Fallon's going to show up, and like it was like no, I like it when SNL picks at itself, and I think the reason I'm saying SNL picked at himself because this is one of those things they do during monologues. They do the little sing and dance number and talk about this is the second time hosting. Like it was that's something that they would have done. If it wasn't for, I mean, it maybe, I know that's where they were, in my opinion, I feel that's where they were going with that. Like they were kind of picking at themselves, like, oh, it's their second time, yeah, they do that. They do stuff like that. But Melissa McCarthy falling down and just couldn't be able to walk on the heels, that was very entertaining. Let's see, the outside the lines, part, before I even get into this, I want to say, please get rid of Tim Robinson. My God, Tim Robinson just cannot play. Now, I said this about Jay Farrell. Now, I'd say Jay Farrell should. I didn't say they should get rid of Jay Farrell, but in a couple of episodes I said, it seems like Jay Farrell can't play normal guys. Like, he can only do impersonations. But Jay Farrell is learning, and he's getting better, and he's doing it. But it's like Tim Robinson. It seems like he just can't play a normal guy to save his life. He has to have these wacky facial expressions. He has to move his hands like how what's my dude? What's that guy? He used to be married to Roseanne. Tom Arnold. How Tom Arnold always has to move his arms like that. What are you doing? Stop. I have not seen his improv yet. There's a few YouTube videos that I was going to see, and I just did not find the time. But now that you're on SNL, you got to step it up or step it out, man. Because I feel bad they got rid of guys like Rob Riggle and Michaela Watkins and Paul Britton, who I think Paul Britton. I wasn't feeling him at first, but he was getting better. He was improving like Jay Farrell. And Tim Robinson, he just seems like he's just getting worse and worse and worse, But it's not about him though. He only had one little small line in his part. In the skit. Melissa McCarthy, oh my gosh, she did her thing. I loved it. She played this character good. It was great. Everybody was great in it except for Tim. And see, this is the stuff, man. They came strong with this skit. I believe that the hosts have a lot to do with how good the episodes are going to be. And then sometimes you can pick a good host like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and it still may not turn out well. But I don't know, Melissa McCarthy, man, she really did her thing in this skit, man. She really did it. I like the how she was angry and scaring the players, and the little bit with Jay Farrell that was hilarious. The voice parody. It's kind of like, nah, but it wasn't bad. I know I think the people on the SNL, the forums and things like that, they're saying they're not really liking it. They didn't really like the skit. I liked it because they all nailed the impersonations. Kate McKinnon's Shakira was great. How she talks and stuff like that. All of it was I liked it all, man. Bill Hader's Adam Levine. I was about to say Bill and Adam, Hader and Adam. Bill Hader's Adam Levine, man. Oh my God, that was like, I think Bill Hader's one of those guys. I think he can do anybody. I think he can. All he needs to do is just study somebody for a while and he can just do the impersonation of them. I think he can do that. But yeah, the voice parody was definitely good. The honey baked ham thing. I really don't like skits like this, but I like this one. And at the end, I don't know, for some reason I don't think Keenan delivered it right. I think he should have. It was still funny, but I don't know. They should have did it more like they should have did like a pause or something like a big pregnant pause, and then said, "Yep, fifth place, whatever place she came in, last place or whatever, second to the last place." But the presentation, how she did it. Oh, this is my presentation. It was very good. Melissa McCarthy, man, she did her thing in that skit. Uh, Bathroom business. Oh man, I definitely like the bathroom business skit. The way they set it up, and then the way they turned it around. That was genius. I liked it. Kenan Thompson also played it well in that skit. Like I said, I don't judge the music. Phoenix always does their thing though. Weekend update. Seth Meyers had some good jokes. I should have wrote some notes or something, but I do kind of want to comment on the thing about the Barack Obama having to apologize about the Attorney General thing. These feminists need to shut up. I'm sick of these feminists getting mad at stuff that they shouldn't be getting mad at. Like this is retarded. He said she's an attractive woman. How is this an insult? It's an insult to unattractive women. So you need to shut up. Start looking better then. I can see. Did he grab her butt or something? Did he say, "Hey toots," or did he smack her on the butt and try to undress her with her eyes? No, he did. He said she's a nice looking woman. Now if Barack Obama said, "Well, we have a pretty fine, handsome man here doing his thing," with the feminists, I wonder if the feminists would have said, "Hey, you can't be talking to another guy like that." It seems like feminists are supposed to be about equality. But it seems like you just only care about women issues, and you don't even care about the real women issues. It's like you care about this BS, And I really would like a feminist to comment so I can chew you out too. I want a feminist to post something on this so I'm gonna get male chauvinist on you. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. This is stupid. The way these feminists protest this stupid stuff, they don't have nothing better to do. I want to make a separate podcast about this topic later or something if I think about it, if I have the time. But okay, let me just get into the review. Weekend update, funny. Seth Meyers, definitely funny. Kenan Thompson, Charles Barkley. Oh my God, this was one of the best times he brought out as Charles Barkley. Man, this was good. I definitely like all the the thing about the gambling and thing. Drunk Uncle. In my opinion, this is not as good as Stefan. I mean, it's like it's either this or Stefan. Everybody likes the drunk uncle character. I think actually Stefan and drunk uncle, I think they should bring them in a skit instead of just keep doing the weekend update thing. But I think they should try to, because I think Stefan was actually in a skit at first, and the crowd didn't really like it, and they didn't start liking it until it was on weekend update. If memory serves me right, I think that did happen like that. But Bobby Moynihan's Drunk Uncle, this one was kind of the weaker one, in my opinion. But Peter Dinklage, he did his thing, and it seems like his jokes, like Drunk Uncle's supposed to be kind of like this old school, old fashioned kind of guy, and he's just drunk and he's just saying things he shouldn't be saying and being offensive. Now, when Bobby Moynihan does it, people laugh. But for some reason, when Peter Dinklage was doing it, the crowd was like, ooh, like they wanted to kind of get mad, like it was the actual Peter Dinklage saying this. Peter Dinklage was playing a character called Peter Drunklage. I mean, he was playing a character. Like, they were actually like, ooh, like when he said the thing about the immigrants and when he said the thing about something else, I don't know, like the audience was kind of like, man, you talking too much junk. But chill out, guys. He's telling jokes, all right? It's supposed to be funny. And feminists, say something about that, too, by the way. All right? And I know some feminists are probably listening to this episode review, too, because Melissa McCarthy, I know they probably Googled Melissa McCarthy and want to see what I had to say about this. But oh yeah, the $1 Million Wheel skit, it was all right. Melissa McCarthy was good in it, but I don't know. It's one of those things like I didn't like how they wrote it. I didn't like where they were going with it, but Melissa McCarthy was still funny in it. Kind of like Will Ferrell when he's in a bad skit. It's like everybody's terrible in the skit. The writing is bad, and Will Ferrell will somehow make it funny. Like he's one of those guys. But Melissa McCarthy, she turned into Will Ferrell to get this skit off the ground. The pizza business skit. Oh my God, I definitely was feeling that. It kind of felt like a Kids in the Hall type of skit or something. What was I about to say about this skit? It's nothing bad, of course. The pizza business skit was definitely great. Definitely very entertaining. I like Fred Armisen at the end. It was But you know what, Jason Sudeikis, what he should have did was, in my opinion, like no. It wasn't Jason Sudeikis that messed this part up. If the memory serves me right. When Melissa McCarthy came back and said, "See, you do need this, need this." She shouldn't have came back. Like it should have ended on that note, where Jason Sudeikis goes, "Oh my God." You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that can actually work. But man, oh my God, like Melissa McCarthy was really doing well with this character. It kind of reminded me of the character that she played last time she hosted, the one that was the ranch dressing character. Write that down. Write that down. Yeah, write that down. Like it kind of reminded me of that. She did it. It was funny. I like it. I could see Melissa go. I want to see her host again next season. She needs to hurry up and get this. She needs to take John Hamm's place as the guy, as the person that's just, she needs. You know what? She needs to. I want to see her guest star, like not just host, but just make cameo appearances. She is. Oh my God! I'm like, she probably would have been. She should have been in the cast. This would have been. If Melissa McCarthy was in the cast of SNL, that would have been awesome. Aidy Bryant. Now I know Aidy Bryant's a big girl, and that's been the thing there. A lot of people talk. Aidy Bryant's big, but Aidy Bryant, man, she needs to be performing like that. You need to do what Melissa McCarthy's doing. You need to do what Rebel Wilson does. You need to do that. I mean, Aidy, you're good. You're better than Vanessa. I will give you that. But still, you're not as good as Cecily and Kate either. And you're only better than Nassim this season. But I mean, if you showed up 2 seasons earlier, I think Nassim would have been running laps around you. But definitely Aidy, step it up. I'm surprised Aidy wasn't really in any skits, but I guess why? Because I mean, Melissa McCarthy's there. It's kind of like I guess the same reason why Jay Farrell wasn't in too many skits when Jamie Foxx hosted, huh? Because you can play the same people almost. Okay, and then the last skit, that thing they did, the little dating type thing. It was kind of weird, but it was funny. Actually, the only skit that I thought that was not that good was the Kim Jong Un. There was the cold opening. Everything else was I mean, it was either a smash or it was good enough, like the. Like the $1 Million Wheel thing. It was good enough. It'll pass. But yeah, overall, Melissa McCarthy did her thing. Always a pleasure to have her host. I really enjoy seeing her. She's definitely one of the great. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to put her up there with Charlie Chaplin or anything like that. But Melissa McCarthy is definitely a great comedic actress. That's like through and through. And you know what? I'm saying this just based on her performances on SNL and Bridesmaids, because I'm not really too keen on any other parts she's played. I mean, I know I've seen her in other things maybe, and I don't really probably didn't take it all in, but just based on her 2 hosting stints on SNL, I'm going to go see her movies. I'm going to go see. I still haven't seen Identity Thief. I need to see that. And I'm definitely going to see Heat. I'm going to see her movies just based on this. You, ma'am, have a fan. I tip my hat to you. Because if you were going to suck this episode, if this episode was going to suck because of you, I wouldn't be saying this. But just based on this, I want to see your movies. You did good. Pats on the back. Also, I want to give another shout out to Mono Bagends. I'll put the links in the information box below. Again, that single is called On Fire. You should definitely listen to it. Also, too, for any of y'all listening to the SNL Fan Podcast, I know I have, a lot of y'all send me private messages and you talk about the things I talk about on the SNL Podcast. Also, feel free to check out the other podcasts on this station too. Just give them a chance. I know if you're really into SNL. That's what you're coming for. You really, one fan to another. Hear what I have to say. But if you're interested in me as an internet personality, check out the other shows too. If they may pique your interest. All right, again, I'm just some guy named Jay. This has been the SNL podcast, and that's news to me.